There is a line that runs across the world, and along it, strange things are happening.
There is report after report of UFO sightings along the 37th parallel.
And stories, along with records in sacred places, showing visitation along this parallel from the past.
The Conchitas descended from the sky, and it just so happens it was right around the 37th parallel. So you do have to wonder, all these beings coming to the 37th parallel line for a specific reason.
Even reports of strange beings and animals, including animal mutilations.
Are these otherworldly beings digging into these animals, looking not only for the 13th skull, but for ancient action figure hot toys?
Does this evidence suggest not only proof of otherworldly beings and alien life, but perhaps ancient action figures are buried deep beneath the Earth's surface? So you do have to ask yourself, are these otherworldly beings coming to the 37th parallel not only to investigate humankind, but to find some of these ancient action figures from Hot Toys? There is a doorway that leads to the notion that life here began out there, far across the universe. Join Aries Tarrington as he embarks on a quest to uncover ancient action figures, not only on planet Earth, but in other realities and other Earths across the universe.
They call him the Wizard.
Come on! Come on, baby. What do they call me? They call me What You Gonna Do When the Dark Jedi goes live on you. Listen, baby, I'm a little pumped up because we got some fives action going on. How many banners did this ancient action figure Theorist put fives up on the banner on in 2023? Come on, baby. We've got fives. We've got another Echo. We have got Kit Fisto. I think a few years ago we got Darth Revan. That's what it seems like. Anyway, look, a lot of these figures, they're on the dark side of the moon. If you could actually see the dark side of the moon, is it possible that you would see cities and structures and all kinds of cool looking aliens? They're hanging out like in Chicago or in Times Square right now having some pizza, much like these two aliens are right now on the dark side of the freaking moon.
You're delicious, bro.
Ciao, boys.
And listen, didn't we get this? How many times did I put this guy? I mean, gee, he sits at table 66, and I think we got one of these this year too, baby. Yeah, and I think we got some of these that have been coming out of the McCrypt. But I do feel like there's been a little bit of a shortage of this guy. They played that one more time because it was so small. It was so small, it may have just slipped your mind. Or about, how many of you really are waiting for this?
I will not condone a course of action that will lead us to war.
Yeah, but I sure as heck would condone a figure that would lead me to the waitlist.
I will not condone a course of action that will lead us to war.
Didn't I say we got this already?
Once more, the Sith will rule the galaxy. And we shall have
don't worry, I'm going to get to your comments, but I think we got this guy too.
I have a really bad feeling about this.
I got a really bad feeling about my damn wallet, to be completely honest with you. Come on.
What about that ship?
Someone stop it!
What's going on, everybody? You are watching the Aries Tarrington Show live on a Tuesday night. I think I did this last month, and I'm really happy to be doing this with you again. Listen, there is actually breaking waitlist news within this episode for sure that I am going to whoop on you here that we're going to talk about. I'll also talk about some of the things that I covered in my show that I put out Sunday and in the show that I put out, I think, Thursday last week as well. We've got a lot of market news, some crazy things going on within the secondary market as well. How are some of these figures that have actually hit the wait list while they were on pre-order, how are they performing in the secondary market? How is that Crosshair doing? Is it past $1,000 yet? How about that Tobey Maguire Spider-Man or that Andrew Garfield Spider-Man from No Way Home? How are those figures doing? How about the Batman from the Batman movie, the cycle, all the 9 yards? How is that performing in the secondary market? How about the Mandalorian Obi-Wan Kenobi, the one exclusive to 2,000 pieces? We're going to dive into all of that. And listen, who the heck is I got to get to your comments over here, but quite honestly here, dudes, who's sitting at table 3 with this guy over here? Look, I am getting to your comments. Keep going. Listen, this is a show, just like last month, when the Dark Jedi goes live on a Tuesday night, and it's the Aries Tarrington Show. Everybody in the chat gets to ask me anything. If you have a specific question about anything in the secondary market, go ahead and put it in the chat. If you have a specific question about anything on the wait list, should you buy, should you not buy, what do I think of this figure, something about my collection, go ahead and put it in the chat. Do you have an ancient action figure prophecy? Do you have a vision? Go ahead and put it in the chat. And if I don't get to it, just keep putting it in the chat. Of course, you could always support the Dark Jedi. Put it in a damn super chat. I'll get this big light, and I'll definitely put your comment up. But don't worry, I'll do the best I can. But you can always do that, and I'll definitely get it. But come on, this is the opportunity where you can ask me any of it. And look who we've got in here. Indiana Bones is in the house. And Indiana Bones made me spill my damn coffee the other day. And it kind of just blew up on me. Like, he blew me up with this. And made me do this. Because Indiana Bones is an all-new Cantina Insider. Join the Mick channel. Appreciate the support. Good to have Indiana Bones in here on the Aries Tarrington Show. Come on. And Lane Kramer, another Cantina Insider channel member in the house. My good buddy Lane says, first question, how hard would it be for you to maintain a nice bail organization goatee? Look, dude, with everything, didn't I tell you fives? Didn't I tell you fives was coming, baby? Didn't I tell you that? And look, Lane's in the house, everyone. So what Lane is really, Lane wants me to play his favorite clip from, his favorite film. Lane, yeah, I know that's what you're looking for, right? But I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it, Lane. Instead, I'm going to play this for you.
Coffee regular. Love it.
You know that's breast milk.
Actually, I lied, Lane. I am. Here you go, baby.
Fulfill your destiny.
I have too much fun when I do this. That's why I don't do it too often. I mean, come on. You're killing me, Aries. Not as much as Hot Toys is killing us. Not as much as Hot Toys is killing us with all of this mixed stuff. Come on. I'm putting Grievous up big instead of my face. Because let me know in the chat. Do you think Table 3 is coming here? Do you think Table 3 is coming? Now, look, before you answer no, before you say, I say no on this particular question right here, you do have to ask yourself, is it possible that this year we did get this?
Once more, the Sith will rule the galaxy. And we shall have peace.
Now, look, ladies and gentlemen, and people in the chat, many of us thought that this would not be coming out this year, that Emperor from Table 66, because we have the 20th anniversary of the Revenge of the Sith next year in 2025. I mean, it's right around the corner. It's already going to be almost August. It's mid-July almost. So why in the world did they give us Palpatine, Ian McDiarmid from Revenge of the Sith this year? So you have to wonder, is it possible that they give us what's on the screen right here and fill us all up on Table 3 in 2024 with this, baby?
General Kenobi, you are a bold one.
And you have to further ask yourself, did we get a General Kenobi that got officially released? And I say, you know the answer to that. Come on, come on. Preston's in a house. What's up, Preston? I'm trying to get you all here. I say yes to Table 3. Come on. Come on. Woo, says Lane Kramer. You can't say that unless the big dog pound is in here, and I don't know if he's in here. Come on. Indiana Bones says, I don't have any prequel figures, but Artisan Anakin is coming, so Palpy is crazy tempting. Absolutely. Let's try to get to all these comments in here. Mecha Mesa says, Aries, I need a Chewie to go with my Han on pre-order. Is it going to happen? Listen, this is what this show is all about. Ask Aries anything you want, anything about what is coming down from Hot Toys. Do I have some otherworldly knowledge on this? Do I have some otherworldly insight from my fellow ancient action figure theorists on what is coming down? Ask me in the comments below. And if I don't get to your comment, don't get offended. Copy and paste and put it in again. And if you want to get real froggy, baby, just put in a damn super chat. Support the Dark Jedi, and I'll make sure that it gets up. But is it going to happen? And I say, what do I say? What do I say? What do I say on this?
They call him the Wizard.
They call you the Wizard. They call you the Wizard, Mecha Mesa. Absolutely. Here's a great question as I get to you in here. I welcome in here, David. Asks, do you think She-Hulk will be hard to get on the secondary market? Do I think She-Hulk will be hard to get on the secondary market? You know, we're going to have to keep an eye on it to see. I will tell you this, David. They did not make very many She-Hulks at all. It's been on Waitlist now for quite some months while it was on pre-order. It really, really was. And, you know, trying to pull that up on the screen as we go ahead and talk about that, it really is a very, very good question. You know, how popular is She-Hulk, you know, with collectors right now? And even when she was first announced, you know, she really didn't crack, you know, the top 10, to be completely honest with you. Um, but she hung up around there in a while, but it was very, very low best-selling wise. And let's pull this up, the She-Hulk up here onto the screen. And I think there she is. So make sure we can see that a little bit off to the right side. You know, she's been on the wait list. I don't think that they made that many of this figure. You know, honestly, I think she is. I think I don't think that there's going to be very many of her that are out there. And this is what happened with Moon Knight. Moon Knight right now, and I think they made a little bit more of the Moon Knight, I dare say, than the She-Hulk. And Moon Knight is really starting to skyrocket. So I'll be honest with you. A lot of these are very, 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 very low production. What have I been saying, ladies and gentlemen? That they're going to have more and more announcements, but less production of those announcements. Look, David, what did they do yesterday? What did they do yesterday? They gave you an Iron Man limited to 3,000 pieces. We're going to talk about that within this episode. And they also gave you a Hano, okay, entry level kind of budget grade Wolverine, and they limited that budget grade. Listen very carefully. That's a budget toy, and they limited that to just you know, 1,500 pieces. See if I can pull that up onto the screen over here as we talk about that. I mean, look at this here. Here it is. Okay, and I think that, you know, this is about as entry grade as you can get, but it's still pretty darn awesome. As I go ahead and, you know, blow that up just a little bit, you can see it on the right, but even with the entry level, it is more and more announcements, but less production. They weren't even that confident that they could do, you know, if they knew without a shadow of a doubt that they could move 4,500 of these, they may have put out 4,500 of them. Instead, it's just 1,500. So it's a very interesting question. Again, you guys and gals are all watching the Aries Character Show. Let me know what table you're on, baby. I've got the Spotchka. Come on. I've got the Wizard Juice. See all the constellations. The knowledge is in there. I've got special Jawa juice right here is in here as well. Off-world Jawa egg juice. Ask Aries anything as I break things down. Want to know something in the secondary market? Go ahead and ask me. Want to know something about the wait list, a new wait list alert? We got a ton to go over on this show. But if you have a specific question, go ahead and ask me. Something with anything in the coming up, you ask me as well. But there you go, David. And look who we have in here. We have got OG fan when Star Wars was just Star Wars. Saying the Droideka Show's Hot Toys is ready to release a General Grievous. The Droideka, the Destroyer Droid shows that they're ready to release General Grievous. And you have to wonder, OG fan, another Cantina member for such a long time. Thank you for your support. Is this what they call you, man?
They call him the Wizard.
And because OG fan, I love you so much, I'll play this for you and fill you up at table 2, where this guy sits. This is Lane's favorite television show. Lane Kramer's favorite television show, listen carefully, of all time.
I'm Boba Fett. I'm here to see the mayor.
Boba Fett. Do you have an appointment?
Jason N 1971 is in the house. Welcome to the Cantina. Again, if you're puts out a comment, just keep copying and pasting it. I'll try to get to them all. Of course, you can super chat it. We'll get in there. When the heck are they going to get the Obi-Wan out from the TV show, paid off and still waiting? That's a darn good question, buddy. You know, that DX27, and someone asked me earlier what I think of the She-Hulk. And if I thought the She-Hulk was going to be, you know, a big deal, possibly in the secondary market. And I think that there is, you know, perhaps a possibility that the She-Hulk would be a, you know, a pretty high riser in the secondary market. But honestly, with this one right here, and this is exactly what this chat member is talking about here, this figure that's on the wait list, this Obi-Wan Kenobi. Let's bring up that head sculpt, and I think you all can see it right there. Says, when the heck are they going to get this one out? You know, I think it's going to be coming out rather quickly. And let me ask you a question there, and everybody in the chat. How long, when this comes out, how much is this going to go for in the secondary market, ladies and gentlemen? When you look at what's going on with Obi-Wan Kenobi, whether it's the General Kenobi from the Clone Wars, which is going for over $400 in the secondary market, or the Mandalorian exclusive to 2,000 pieces, also from the Clone Wars, Obi-Wan Kenobi, that's going insane in the secondary market. And we're going to be going over that, some news on that in just a little bit. Or whether it's Obi-Wan anything, how much is this going to go for in the secondary market? Because I will tell you, the DX28 is absolutely off the charts in the secondary market. So you do have to ask yourself, just how high can this one go to match that DX27 or DX28? Furthermore, there's no way in the world that there is anywhere near as many of these DX20, these Obi-Wan Kenobi ones than the DX27, DX28. There's just not. What is it? Is this the DX26? Let me know in the chat. I think it is. Maybe it's the DX29. I think this is the DX26. Anyway, how much is this going to go? Is it possible that this is going to be a Grail? And I say yes. Why? I'll tell you why. Because I don't think they're going to mess up the head sculpt on this. I really don't, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think they're going to mess up the head sculpt on this. As a matter of fact, I dare say it's going to be better than the prototype, and they made some corrections on this. And I think that may be why, to answer your question, sir, that you're waiting. And if they do this where it actually looks better, and everybody's collecting that DX27 and 28, and are like, oh, you know what? I think I would like that Obi-Wan now that it looks like that in my DTOF, in my Costa case, in my Maju case, on my shelf, wherever the heck you put it, in my oven. Listen, you smell what I'm cooking. This thing is going to go insane. But they may have been fixing the head sculpt on this because there was a lot of controversy on this one, baby. To be completely honest with you. Let me know what table you're at. You are watching the Aries Tarrington Show live. And I'm trying to get to all your comments. If I do miss it, copy it, paste it, put it in there. I'm still scrolling up to try and see if I can catch everything in here. Charlie the Unicorn, another channel member, is in the house over here. And he says, question, what is the most bonkers figure you think we will get from the Deadpool Wolverine? Look, baby, Charlie, I think there's going to be some cameos in this. I think that's kind of why it didn't come out July 4th weekend. I think they got some cameos. I do think that Disney is going to want to make sure they promote some much needed upcoming Marvel hype if they could throw a couple of characters in here, and then a lot of fans are going to be like, oh, yeah, we saw them in Deadpool and Wolverine. I honestly don't even think that Disney understood what they have here with Deadpool and Wolverine. I mean, these guys have been pumping, Wolverine, Deadpool, these actors have been pumping this up on social media, pumping it up all over the place, this thing. And it's catching right with the current culture and the times and the need to kind of laugh a little bit and smile and get ready for some hyper Wolverine action and, of course, Deadpool action. I don't think they understand the blockbuster, the absolute blockbuster that they have in this movie. And I think they're putting in some cameos on purpose, which then makes you have to wonder, will they make some figures on some of these cameos? Is it possible that we could get a Tom Holland Spider-Man to kind of promote that whole Wolverine thing or Deadpool thing in this with Tom Holland? Look, it's going to be real interesting for sure. And the Spice Runner is in the house saying, you suckers, what's going on? And Anthony is in the house saying, but you have to ask yourself, could Aries Tarrington be live? And I say, yes. And the Collector is in the house, my good friend, saying, what's up? Hope everyone is doing great. Of course, we've already said hi to the OG fam, or an older comment saying, Aries, the wizard, come on. Christian Cooper, what is up to you? And Lane, yes, all the joking aside, we love to joke. It is absolutely crazy and good to see you here, my friend, for sure. Keep going in that chat. Come on. Draw the Line is in here. What's up, baby? He said, if anyone needs a pound me, I have a stateside shop that has one in stock. Come on. Wizard, let's go. Let us absolutely go and try to get to so many more of your comments in there. Again, ask Aries anything. Come on. And putting this up on the screen when you talk about channel memberships, again, he says, you're the best. OG fan when Star Wars was just Star Wars. And you can see here, a member for 35 months saying, you're the best intros, legendary, make it a mixtape. Come on. Thank you so much for being a channel member, flashing that up there on the screen. Do appreciate you, my man, for sure. And we've got the 12-inch Moose Stream in the house saying, hello, community of collectors. My third party, on the way. Come on. I got to get to all of these in here. And then, great question, Preston. Will we get a Zaj Ventress from the Clone Wars or Bad Batch? Let me read that one more time. Will we get Zaj Ventress from the Clone Wars or the Bad Batch or from something? And I say,
They call him the Wizard.
Look, when you talk about a character that's really legendary and very niche, but very cool, like Revan, like Darth Nihilus, like Savage Opress, like Fives, like Asajj Ventress, the answer, baby, is an absolute yes. You could go ahead and send out for that pizza and get your beer. It's going to be delivered right to your damn doorstep, baby.
You're delicious.
Ciao, boys.
Coffin says, let's go. Come on. And Anakin says here, do you think we will finally get Vulture for Marvel 85? And I say,
They call him the Wizard.
all right, listen. We've got a whole lot to get into. Keep the chats coming. Ask Aries anything you want. We've got some breaking secondary market loot news. Let's get into it. We got some breaking waitlist news I'm going to throw in over there. What do I think about fives? What do I think about Echo? What about this Iron Man yesterday? What about the Wolverine? We're going to break this all down. Keep putting your stuff into the chats. If you have a specific question, put it in the chat. Let's go ahead and dive into all this. Right now.
Egypt, home of great mysteries and wonders, like the ancient pyramid of Giza, and stories of godlike titans and mysterious pharaohs and mummies. But now, the mysteries deepen with new phenomenon that stretches the very fabric of our imaginations.
Just yesterday, a spaceship was seen flying over the Great Pyramid of Giza, and at the same time their stones were hovering over the same trajectory, with top-secret reports that ancient artifacts were hidden inside.
Ancient artifacts hidden inside floating stones? What exactly are these objects, and what is their purpose?
Many of these sacred texts and ancient carvings depict these aliens with objects in their hands, and with them ascending into the skies.
Can some of these ancient texts and carved messages point towards the purpose of the phenomenon we are witnessing today?
The Ancient Action Figure Theory suggests that there was a queue system, a waitlist, and a secondary market going back tens of thousands of years ago. So you don't have to ask yourself, are these aliens coming back to our time to get on the waitlist, take our hot toys, and bring them back to their home world?
Are aliens visiting our planet for our hot toys? And if so, who will get them first? Us or them? So I do think you have to ask yourself, is there a Hot Toys alien invasion?
All right, and we are live. Are we going to be visited by Reverend Possible, Dr. Wonder, the Hot Toys Wizard, Captain Krunch, TK FOMO, anybody else? All my ancient action figure theorists, my whole damn clan. Look, you thought Tamora Morrison had a clone army. I am blowing Tamora Morrison out the Mick window, baby. Come on. And I'm pretty excited to be hanging with you here today as we're going to break down a lot of stuff in the secondary market, a lot of stuff on pre-order at Sideshow right now. This Fives, this Echo, this Iron Man, this Wolverine, all this other stuff. Come on. And yeah, this is just way too much fun. And a super chat here from my buddy Lane Kramer saying, can we have the OG fan name from you, Aries, please? Well, listen, I appreciate the $2 bomb because, you know, the $2 The $2 bomb does make me do this. But honestly, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I honestly don't know. I don't know. I already played this for OG fans.
I'm Boba Fett. I'm here to see the mayor.
Boba Fett. Do you have an appointment?
Well, listen, thanks for the super chat, baby. I do much appreciate it. So listen, with the Aries Tarrington Show live, ask me any question you want on any of the stuff here. We're going to talk about on the wait list, anything in the secondary market, anything that's just been announced, any upcoming announcements. You get to do that. If I don't get to it, copy paste it, put it in again, or put it up in a super chat here, like Lane did, and I would get to it. Charlie the Unicorn says, I got the Iron Man because I said yes. Well, look, that's limited to 3,000 pieces. And John says, I'm thinking about breaking my 3 pre-orders in a year rule. All 3 are Star Wars, but the Wolverine is amazing. Now, let me ask you this, John. Is that the Wolverine from the Hotto one yesterday, which was pretty darn amazing? Or are you talking about the Wolverine that they already announced that's number 1 right now, actually, when you sort everything out best-selling wise on Sideshow Collectibles from the Wolverine and Deadpool movie? Let me know again. Brandon Altman says, I have a feeling we are going to get a Danny DeVito Wolverine. Let's pour some sugar on me on that. We can absolutely pour some coffee on that, baby. You have to wonder, Brandon, is this what they call you, baby?
The Wizard.
Jedi Chris laughing with that intro. I do put a lot of time in there. Pure genius. Well, thank you, Chris. I do appreciate that. And Sean Beam in the house says, this is why Aries is awesome. And Charlie says, I'm not saying it was aliens, but it was aliens. Aries Tarrington. Come on. Come on. Come on. And then maybe this is what Lay was talking. You crazy, legendary at Lay Kramer, and I'm serious about the Kenobi. Don't break it first, though. Yeah, don't break your Obi-Wan Kenobi there, Lane. Come on. I mean, that's going for, Board Cube says Captain Krunch is awesome. Come on. All right, so look, here's this Darth Sidious. Let's talk about this. Let's go through already on the wait list here. And now you can see my my picture here on the left side as we kind of go through some of these. Look, this was just available a couple of weeks ago, a week and a half ago, and then out of nowhere it hit the wait list. I think just a week and a half, maybe a week ago. Time's going by so quick. And it's gone. So if you've been watching my last couple of shows, you would know that Darth Sidious from the Clone Wars is gone. Look, I've been warning about this ever since the General Kenobi went out. And I did kind of mention, going back some months ago, right before the new year last year, I said, look, keep an eye out for that General Kenobi. Because once that goes out, and I thought it was going to go out when it did, you're probably going to have the Darth Sidious follow suit. And honestly, ladies and gentlemen, just from following the trends, so I'm going to give the trends that I follow a lot of credit besides just me. But that is exactly what happened. This thing is gone. This thing is gone. Darth Sidious from the Clone Wars. So, I would say join the wait list because in the last couple of years, I have been personally very successful with joining the wait list, with many of them converting. However, I will warn, I have been receiving some comments recently where some of the people who watch my videos and comment on it send me personal messages saying, hey, Aries, I've been joining the wait list and nothing is converting. And honestly, I've been noticing a downtrend with that too. Don't lose hope with it because it's a very, very volatile global economy. which is a lot of the reason why you're seeing some of the things with this wait list that you're seeing. Some of the reasons why you're seeing so many more announcements, but so little quantity production of these announcements. There's just not enough juice to put in this spotchka anymore, baby. There's not enough juice to procure, to mix this wizard juice and the constellations inside. There's just not enough. So these are going on waitlist very, very quickly. So let me know, did you get this Darth Sidious? Do you plan on getting this Darth Sidious? If you missed out on it, join the waitlist if you have the money for it and you really want it. I still think some of these are going to convert, but I am starting to see a trend where maybe not everything is going to convert on the waitlist. But definitely join it if it's available. I don't think all of us collectors are going to be able to buy every single thing that's up here. Furthermore, there may be more exclusives, like that Wolverine from yesterday, from the Hano line, the discount line, like that Iron Man yesterday, limited to 3,000 pieces. And the more of that heat and that exclusivity that gets announced, a lot of these regular figures, as good as they are, people may be like, you know what, I'm going to lose my NRD. I'm not going to buy this. I'm going to try and get the exclusive one. You're going to get that, and then your wait list may convert. Your wait list may convert. Pause. You're watching the Aries Tarrington Show live. Cheers to you all, baby. Again, ask Aries anything. Put it in there. I don't answer it. Copy and paste it or super chat it. You will support me. You'll support the channel, Reverend Possible, and I'll certainly see it for sure. But that's one right there. Another one that's gone is this one up here. And I warned about this for a while. And I did get some comments, but Aries, there's a collector edition. There's an exclusive edition. You know, there's a deluxe version. They're all gone. Every single version here is gone. And from the trends that I was seeing, I knew that it was coming. And look, this is from a highly, highly desirable Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 3 trilogy. And this freaking gem is gone, which I can't even believe it. And this wasn't even very early last year. I think actually this was announced late last year. And they sold all that they're going to be able to sell on it. And it is gone too. My, how a few weeks just changed. Darth City is gone. Tobey Maguire, gone. How much is that Darth Sidious going to go for in the secondary market, the one that I just had up? How much is this Tobey Maguire Spider-Man going to go for compared to the Tobey Maguire No Way Home Spider-Man? Look, I love that No Way Home movie. One of the best movies ever. And certainly one of the better, if not the best Marvel movie since Endgame. But this Spider-Man goes beyond that for me. This Spider-Man, I think, for a lot of collectors, is going to be heat in the secondary market. And we are seeing that Tobey Maguire Spider-Man really start to skyrocket in the secondary market. What about this one? And this is already all waitlisted. And also the DX28. The DX28 has 4 versions like this. That DX28 Darth Vader has 4 versions like this Spider-Man. Let's draw a comparison. A collector and exclusive, a deluxe version, and a deluxe version exclusive. And when you pull up some latest auction that just, that's $330. But yet, if you want to go ahead and get this figure, I can't even believe we're discussing this. It's crazy. From an outstanding seller with 68 feedback, and wait for it. Oh, 100% Mick positive. $465 sold. There's some people that have a freaking original trilogy Chewbacca that can't get $465 for that right now, but you're getting it for a what? For a DX28? Are you kidding me? 8 bids, July 5th, just the other day, not included the 25 in shipping. Okay, that's $490 McDollars. That's well over $500. So you do have to wonder, is the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man that just hit the wait list also going to act like this? And I say, yes. Come on. That's what's going on. And it's absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Indiana Bones says, which Sidious do you like more? Clone Wars or Revenge of the Sith? Oh, come on, Bones. Once
more, the Sith will rule the galaxy. And we shall have peace.
Bones! Bones, it's just too good. I think Bones, Indiana Bones, great supporter. I think Mick answered your Mick question. Come on. OG fan asks a question to the Dark Jedi. We have the Ahsoka line starting to waitlist. How long before Thrawn is in danger? Listen, buddy. That Thrawn is about to blow up. That Thrawn is about to freaking blow up. It absolutely is. It is about to blow up. And I think the Thrawn's going to go within the next several weeks. As a matter of fact, I think the whole damn Ahsoka line, OG fan, is going to go. And I'm going to show you some evidence to that as we go on. I'll get to Warrior Chats over here, put these in, and I'll talk about it. Keep asking questions like OG fan or super chat it, and I'll get to it. I do appreciate the support if you super chat it. If I don't get to your question, just copy and paste it, put it in again, and I'll try and get to it. But OG fan, let me try and answer this more. So we're looking at this Vader, and we're drawing comparisons of how this could go to this Spider-Man that was just up. And when you're talking about the Clone Wars line, let's get into the Clone Wars line. Let's get into Thrawn. And I do think this Spider-Man is going to act just like the DX28. But hit the wait list. I don't see them all converting, but I do think that a good portion of them still will. Have faith. Have patience with the wait list, but certainly join it if you got the opportunity. And then certainly send me a message, if it goes. But going to another one here. You're talking about that. Here's Captain Enoch. And here is breaking news. The breaking news, one of the breaking news pieces that I have tonight is Enoch's gone, baby. It's right up on the screen. Enoch is gone. It has hit the wait list. And it really seems like just yesterday, I was hanging out on Best of the Best. Shout out to my brother Jay, brother cousins. We were sitting there on a Thursday night, and we were all talking up this Ahsoka line and this really robust line and how many figures that they're putting out on it and all this jazz, and it's gone already. Enoch is gone already. So you do have to ask yourself, OG fan, and others within the chat, and ladies and gentlemen, and other ancient action figure theorists, are the other Ahsoka line figures about to start following suit? The Marek is gone. Now this is gone. We're going to pull out some others. I say Yes. They're all going to go. Now, if you missed out on this, join the waitlist. See what happens. Again, they're going to be pumping out more exclusives, Hot Toys and Sideshow, than we've ever seen before. We thought last year was unprecedented, which it was because it was historically the most exclusives they've ever put out. But this year they're going to surpass last year. You're already seeing the evidence of it. Look, just yesterday, we're going to talk about it. That Wolverine and that, Hondo series, Wolverine and that freaking Iron Man, the 3,000 pieces. And we're only in July, ladies and gentlemen. So some people may not follow through on the NRDs on these and say, forget it. But I'll tell you, look, I don't think they made that many of these. They may say that Iron Man is limited to 3,000 pieces, and that makes you want to jump on it, right? That makes you want to go buy that Iron Man immediately. Only 3,000. I could tell you with some of these pieces, they don't make 3,000 on some of them. 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000. But when they put that number on there, they seem to go. But this is gone. This is absolutely gone from the wait list. It's absolutely crazy. Trying to get to some more of your tracks as I kind of break this down for you all, my friend. Artisan Dazzler. We got a lot of Artisans that is going to be coming out, and trying to get to these. Here we go. Some of these other questions on the chat here. And that was OG fans' question. So hopefully that answered you. And MB Dyson says, hello, Aries. Long time no see. The universe is poorer for the lack of Aries live streams. Hope to see more in the future. And look, I miss you all, baby. I love doing the live shows. I hope you've all been really enjoying the pre-recorded content. So many of you comment on it. I get so many views. Every one of those I put out, I get over 1,000 views. It's very, very gratifying. And so, I really am spilling. I never expected that. So I really do, spill all my coffee on all those views I get on those pre-recorded shows. So thanks, baby. But yeah, we'll be going up and blowing up the live shows a little. I think we're going ahead and blowing it up tonight. And I used to go live a whole lot, so you have to wonder, is it, what comes around goes around,
now,
babe.
It's happening now.
What happened to then?
We passed then.
When?
Just now. We're at now.
Go back to then.
When?
Now.
Now?
Now.
I can't.
Why?
We missed it.
When?
Just now.
And I'm live right now, baby. Right now. Come on. I still need to pre-order Balin. You better hurry. Balin Skull, Shin, all that stuff, Lane, they're going to go. It's really just a few weeks away, several weeks away, I'm telling you. With everything I'm going to show you up on the screen. I was thinking about Enoch or a Night Trooper. Lane, that's a good one that you were thinking about the Night Trooper, because I have other breaking news. Look, I told you I'd have breaking news. The Night Trooper is gone out of nowhere. So Night Trooper is gone. Loyal to Grand Admiral Thrawn, gone. That's the other breaking news. Look, and these figures aren't even supposed to ship out. What is this one here? We blow it up. October 2020, March 2025. It's sold out. It's hit the wait list. The Night Trooper is gone. Let me know in the chat what you think about this. Enoch is now gone. Night Trooper is gone. Will Thrawn be gone? Will Balin be gone? Will Shin be gone? Will that Ahsoka be gone? I can tell you right now. They'll never have that Ahsoka in there like that DX25, DX20, DX21. That thing, I'm surprised that Ahsoka isn't gone before this Night Trooper, to be completely honest with you. But I wouldn't be surprised if we wake up in the morning and the Ahsoka's gone. And look, even the Hera and, Sabine. if you have the money for those figures and it's not an issue and you really, really want those figures and you were just kind of, dilly-dallying around, go ahead and put your NRD down. And don't think they're just going to show up in comic shops, because I can tell you right now, there's some comic shops that are not only not buying as much, they're not buying all the figures anymore, only a certain amount. And some of them are only buying some for local community people who pre-order it. And some just aren't buying them at all. I have exclusive information that says a lot of these official resellers, they've been told there's no second batches, there's no third batches, going all the way back even from, when the Bespin DX24 and DX25 Luke was coming out around that time. There's a very, very limited run. And also what you're seeing in the secondary market, some of these sellers, they can't get any money even for these figures. Look, I'm gonna pull this up. And we'll go back to this Night Trooper. Let me know what you think about that. But, this just got released. And we were waiting for this for a long time. This Catwoman, look, at $290. It's like a 2.0 from the original one, not including shipping, not including taxes. It just came out. So why are so many of these hitting the wait list? This just came out. And this is one of the old ones from like 3 years ago or whatever it was. So why aren't these other figures like the Night Trooper or Enoch staying in stock? I'll tell you why, because here's a great example. And I'll pull this up. Remember, you're watching live. Did you hit the like button yet? Hitty that likey and smacky that subby if this is the first time you're watching, Nick Babies. This is why. Because even when a figure just comes out, from an outstanding seller, this is all you're going to get. $230. $230. I mean, I need you to swallow this. $230 with 33 bids. And this is a great seller, Hatheads. 55,989 feedback. These are these resellers. How many things you think they want to get in stock to sell for $60 below retail? Pause. You're watching the Aries Heritage show. Chew on that for a little bit. That's why. That's why these are going out. This is one of the older ones that took forever and a day for them to finally Hot Toys officially release. When was this announced? Like forever ago. So this is one of those old ones where they couldn't limit the production. And already with this coming out, already this is happening. And I don't know how many of these that they produced, McBabies. But look, when you put this up here, it's a far cry from the retail price, and we'll see how long that this is available. But that is exactly why. That is absolutely exactly why you're seeing this. With Captain Enoch, breaking news. Captain Enoch, and why you're seeing this Night Trooper. Breaking news. Is the Ahsoka line about to go out? Have what I've been telling you the last few months to be very, very careful with Thrawn. Very, very careful with Sabine. Very, very careful with Hera. Yep, you need to be. Especially Thrawn. He's about to go. He's about to go any minute on these. Yes, Deadpool, Wolverine. I not only we're going to get multiple versions of them, but I can't wait to get some of the cameo characters. The man of hot collectibles is in the cantina. But the smile on my face. Dante, what is up? Hello, guys. Damn, it's been a while, Aries. Nice to see you, my old friend. Dante, it's so good to hear from you. How are you doing? Glad to have you. And you make me spill my coffee, baby. Come on. I got to fill you up at one of these tables here. Let's fill them up on table 2 with a figure that we're about to get an Artisan for 85 years of Marvel.
This drink, I like it.
I know, it's great, right?
Another.
You can bet your McArse that Artisan Thor is coming. You can bet it. Bet it's coming. It's coming. Artisan Thor, come on. Dante, great to have you in here, buddy. We need to hook up. Need to get you back on the show. And all that jazz. Good to have you in here. The man of hot collectibles in the house. Come on. Charlie the Unicorn says, I'm holding out for the revenge of the Sith Sidious. Yeah, I mean, you know, Howard's holding out too, baby. All the way to the big bank. Come on. Peter asked a great question. Does anybody know how many Iron Man Sideshow got out of the 3,000? So we'll keep going on the wait list here. But just pulling this up real quick on the screen so we can answer his question and talk about this. I don't know how many Sideshow is going to get. You know, internationally, they sell a lot of these Iron Mans that we could see up here on the screen. This is exclusive to 3. Look, I feel like we get an Iron Man every damn month, to be completely honest with you. I mean, this is a sweet one too. I mean, this is the outfit here. The Mark III. Doesn't have the head sculpt, but I mean, honestly, you don't need it with this, but this is shiny, chrome, really sexy of a piece, to be honest with you. And it's 3,000, and it's another Grail. I mean, it's just, we're going to be going over how some of these limited are just going in the secondary market. It's absolutely insane. I don't know how many Sideshow is going to be getting. I wouldn't be surprised if this is, because it's Iron Man, if it's 1,500, or maybe 2,000 and 1,000, or it could just be really just 1,000 here, or maybe 2,000 over here with Iron Man. Let me know what you think of the chat, or maybe somebody knows. But I'm not surprised by this. Look, what have I been saying? More and more announcements, but less production of those announcements. We're going to get a ton of Christian Bale Batmans. We just got another one. How many times have I been joking around? I joke about this all the time on Brother Cousin Show. You probably get sick of me saying it, but they laugh all the time. But I said, we're going to get another Christian Bale Batman today. Well, we just got one a few weeks ago with the Armory. We're going to get another Iron Man. We get another Iron Man every month. We're going to get another Spiderman. We're going to get another Loki. We're going to get another Scarlet Witch. They just keep pumping out these figures. Are they going to start doing this with Luke? Are they going to start doing this with Vader and Obi-Wan? Look, they came out with an Obi-Wan. They just come out with the Clone Wars Obi-Wan. They take the head sculpt at the same time. They put that head sculpt on another one and give you another Obi-Wan. You're going to start, seeing that happening. All right, so we just went over Enoch. We just went over this Night Trooper in here. And here's another one that I was just speaking about. And look, I know we're going to get this Aquaman, but if you're looking to get the counterpart here, Black Manta is gone. And that had, that had an almost sold out, a low stock warning on it. And Black Manta is now gone as well. That has completely disappeared out. And on top of that now, you're getting this Peter Parker black suit, another Spider-Man about to go out. This one, though, pay very close attention if you wanted this figure. At $310, it's not low stock warning. It's almost sold out. Almost sold out. So big warning on this one now, and the special edition. Special edition says low stock remaining, so you may be able to get the wait list on this one. This is about to go out, but I don't know if the collector edition, with it saying almost sold out, if you're going to be able to get that. So that's some more breaking news here. It's absolutely crazy. Brian's in a house saying, I'm new to 1/6 collecting. I have pre-ordered Darth Sidious, Darth Raven, and Jason Voorhees. Good choices. Glad that you got the Darth Sidious. I don't think it's going to be up a lot that long. I don't think that Han Solo from earlier this year is going to be up for long either. Squeeze that juice, baby. Come on. Continuing to go on with some of these Brian asks, here's this great question. New collector here. How often do you actually get the figure on a wait list? I have Darth Vader on a wait list. Which one? If you got the DX27 or 28, that may be hard. And I say that, Brian, because as I'm going over all this, when you were looking for, if you're talking about this Darth Vader right here, these are all gone, all four of these versions. And even with everybody getting them here in the US, I could pull this up onto the screen and you see a whole lot of people canceling these because this just went for $465. Again, I just had this up before, outstanding seller with a bid. So, and the reason I'm asking which one, you probably have more of a chance with this getting the wait list than you do with the Return of the Jedi Darth Vader, which has been on the wait list now, for quite some time. Look, the Return of the Jedi Darth Vader is going to be more than this, more coveted than this, more precious than this, more desired than this in the secondary market for sure. And I will pull that up onto the screen. It's if you think that 3PO right now from the 40th, which is killing it in the secondary market, which it is, this thing is going to be absolutely insanity. Join the waitlist is still available, and hopefully someone will cancel it and you'll be able to go on it, but not all of them have been converting. I've been saying they've been a good bet. Look, and of course, you can get them at your local comic shops and stuff like that. I mentioned that earlier. But remember, a lot of them aren't buying anymore. They're not buying anymore because of this. $290 just gets released. And this is why. Because they'll either sit there or you'll try to put it up in the secondary market and you'll try to sell it. And you're going to lose money on it or not get a whole lot on it. And it's absolutely crazy. So I hope that answers your question. But going back to this Peter Parker, it is just about out. Now we're going to get some more breaking news. Smashy that likey. Smacky that subby. If this is the first time you're watching, support the Dark Jedi. Ask Aries anything about the wait list. Put it in the chat. If I don't get to it, I'm just one old guy here trying to answer them all. Copy, paste it, put it in again. Really still can't get me? Super chat me, baby. Give me a support. I appreciate it. We'll answer anything on the wait list, anything in the market, anything upcoming, any of my ancient action figure theory, prophecies, thoughts, investigations. Ask me in there. Either myself or Reverend Possible or Dr. Wonder or Captain Krunch. We'll go ahead and try and answer it for you, baby. Come on. But very, 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 very good question. And there's so many to get to in here. Gosh, we're going to get to them all as we continue to go down. Waitlists are free. I get that is right. Waitlists are free. So go ahead and enjoy them. Come on. Charlie asked me a question. What is my most anticipated figure coming out in the next 12 months? Ooh, you get me to play this clip if I could find it. What is my most anticipated figure? I think it may have some wool-rooted hair, McBaby.
This is where the fun begins.
Let me play that one more time in case you didn't catch it.
This is where the fun begins.
And it's going to be really fun to see how much that freaking thing goes for in the secondary market. Because listen, it's I talked about this in my show the other day. But look, everybody knows Tim Cent here. And if Tim Cent sells out of a figure of $1,280 at $1,280, it's because there's none left. Yeah, look, this is what's going to happen with these artisans. This is an artisan. Make no mistake about it. They called it Warner Brothers 100 because that's what they had to do. But this was your first artisan. And I have this figure. And when you get it in hand, you don't want to sell it. And people that got these, this is what's happening. And look, even when you put it in a bidding auction here in the United States of America, just from last week, it is unprecedented how much a figure like this sold. Look, from an outstanding seller, wait for it, 584 feedback, wait for it. Oh, 100% positive, $850. $850 for this gal, Gadot, Wonder Woman. Are you kidding me? This artisan. So you have to ask yourself, what's the Luke Dark Empire artisan going to go for? What is the Loki God artisan going to go for? What is the Anakin, Scarlet Witch, Jack Sparrow, any artisan going to go for? And look, this is well over double. This is only $405. That one just sold for $850, baby, not including the shipping, not including the taxes. And trust me, she is about as gorgeous as she looks on this particular picture. I've got this figure, baby. But look, when you're asking me which one, you're asking me which one. Come
This
on,
is where the
dude.
fun begins.
Come on. That Anakin, I absolutely can't wait to see how it comes out and how they do with it. I'll continue to go on some of these. I can't believe that the HOD. Okay, so when did that come out? February, Joe? Or I think it was February or March. I want to say late February. So we got like March, April, May, June. Yeah, I think you're just about done with it. I think you're going to get done with that. But listen, is it possible that we're going to be getting an Artisan Han even this year? And I say...
They call him the Wizard.
But yeah, that's what you're looking at. With these artisans continuing to go down here. Rodney says, Mace, Obi-Wan, and Attack of the Clones Anakin all go for $350 plus in the secondary market. I was shocked when I saw that. Look, the Anakins, yeah, they're all sold out, and they're some of the best Star Wars figures to date. They got Roll the Guys function. And, you bring that up. And remember, you're watching the Aries Charrington show live. We are breaking down the wait list. I gave you some breaking news. I do have more breaking news on the wait list coming up over here on the secondary market. Some news on Crosshair, some news on some stuff. So, stay tuned for that. But yeah, I mean, even when you look at this other Clone Wars, Obi-Wan Kenobi, it's going for unprecedented bucks, baby. And is this going to go for where that Wonder Woman is right now? And here's the thing. Wonder Woman, when this first got released, was going for around what this was. $500-$600. Then the people in the States started to get them high 400s. Sometimes you're lucky for 70, 480. Oh, look, it came down a little bit. Then just a few weeks later, it started to go because there's only so many. And there's only 1,500 of them. And this is a Star Wars. Ewan McGregor Star Wars from the Clone Wars in a freaking sick Mandalorian outfit from actual footage in the Clone Wars. Only limited to 2,000. Is it going to go where that Wonder Woman is? And I say, no, it's going to go higher than where that Wonder Woman is. This is actually right now, in my opinion, a decent price for this figure, considering where it's going to go. They're all insane. But listen, I'm telling you right now, if you think that this is going to go back down and people are going to be like, yeah, Mandalorian Obi-Wan, only 2,000. Yeah, I'm going to try and sell them. This is like Arena Fett to me. It's like Arena Fett to me. It's like, it ain't going to happen. This is going to destroy the Gal Gadot Wonder Woman. It's going to go up there. I'm telling you right now, this thing is crazy. So with that comment in there, yeah, it's and there's not a whole lot of these that are going to be available. Once the dust settles and collector A and B and C and D and X, Y, and Z, they get it. They don't want to part with it. And then all these initial collectors looking to cash in, they're gone with it. And then none of them start moving. And you see less of them on eBay. It starts going where that WB100 Wonder Woman goes. And that is exactly, in my view, what is going to happen there. So we just talked about this Peter Parker breaking news on here. And let's talk about this. And I broke this, not today's breaking news, but just from my show yesterday. And we all know the Artisans on Waitlist for Jack Sparrow. But the collector edition, bringing that up over here. As you can see, low stock remaining warning. Are these Artisans, like the Scarlet Witch, like the Loki, are they about, like the Joker, are they about to start doing what all these other figures are doing? Is the Joker, the sculpted Joker, the much talked about Joker, because that was an answer to Inart, is that about to get a low stock remaining warning as well? Breaking news on here. Everything's getting a low stock warning or an almost gone warning. But even this just came out. I'm pretty sure this wasn't that long. When was this? April? It could have been March, right? Was it March? When did this come out, ladies and gentlemen? Someone in the chat let me know. How much is this this Artisan? What was this exclusive to? 4,000 pieces. That's a lot, though, for this piece. I mean, this is sick. This is one of the best head sculpts in the history of... I mean, how do you beat this? I never actually thought that the DX06 could be beat. Because the DX06, even today, it's hard to say there's a figure better than that DX06. But goodness gracious. This thing is like freaking unbelievably beautiful. I mean, what a work of art. I mean, I have the DX06 and I'm not parting with it, but you can bet your horse that this Ancient Action Figure Theorist is going to get this hot McDamn on this. But already getting a low stock warning on this. It's absolutely insane. Let's get to some more of these comments. Blue Tattoo is in the house. Says, I'm hoping that Clone Wars Sidious converts. I need to get him. Keep the faith. Make sure you join that waitlist, buddy. Valiant Archer is in the house. What's good, you all? Good to have you in here. Come on. Rodney says, I'm going to pre-order both Anakin's this weekend, not taking a chance. I say, good call. 12-inch roof stream says, my DLX Vader with exclusive converted. That is awesome. Waiting for mine to convert because mine has not yet. If that's the deluxe DX28, Droid is going to blow up like Alderaan. Let's continue to go down on some of these comments. Come on. Too much new stuff right now. Too much new stuff. And not enough money. Not enough economy to support it. More Iron Mans. Oh, and there he is. Woo! The big dog pound is in the house. Come on. Hopefully, Mark Attack is in the house. Big dog pound. It is so good to freaking see you, buddy. Good to have you in here, buddy. Mark Attack, also good to have you in here. Another Cantina Insider says, hopefully Hot Toys takes the hit that people are a bit fed up with Iron Man. I think it's crazy, right? But I tell you what, Mark Attack, they're going to sell that out immediately. They could just do this forever. And, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to be able to get that one, but another big dog pound comment. Woo! Indiana Bones says, I wonder when collectors will get tired of Iron Man. Well, I'm tired of it. But hey, maybe they're going to give us an Artisan one. You know, they're going to keep that shorter hair going. The resale value is not there. The resale value is not there. There are so many of these, buddy. You hit the freaking nail on the head with that, my friend. It is absolutely not there for that. I'm going to pull this up onto the screen to kind of go with your point a little bit there, buddy, Indiana Bones, because you could look at this right up here on the screen. And look, this is a battle damaged. This is a battle damaged Iron Man. Okay? Mark 85, $440 something, I think. $244.50. Are you kidding me? So you're exactly right. So what do they got to do? Besides believe, they got to do this, baby. They absolutely got to do this and give you this. That's what they got to do, Indiana Bones. That's what they got to do. That's exactly what they got to do. Charlie the Unicorn asked the Dark Jedi question, how much do you think the gold and black Iron Man will go for in the secondary market? 4, 5, 600 or more? 600 more for sure. 600 for sure. Brian says, I took advantage of the buy one, get one 50% off sale on Sideshow. Good pick. Picked up both versions of the Scout Trooper. That's not a bad deal at all. Look, every time that they have discounts like that, I think it's a good idea. I do think there will be more collectors once the economy turns a corner, a real significant corner in the future, and times change, where a lot of these that seem like they're no value right now or under retail are going to increase in value. It is the way of things. But the real question is, Brian, what about the figures that are so limited right now? What happens to them? These exclusives that can never be repeated in the same way, even though they can be reversioned. but can't be repeated the same way. What happens to them at those times too, when more collectors and the economy turns? How high can they go? And I think that's another question. Mark Attack says it's so weird they didn't make an Aquaman. Oh, that's because they're making the Artisan one. It's coming, baby. It's absolutely coming. I want more clone announcements. Even Fives and Echo were just announced. Yeah, we're going to get into that in just a little bit in here. We will get a 2.0 Emperor. Oh, yes, we certainly will be getting a 2.0 Emperor for sure. Look, Howard's going to laugh all the way to the bank with Emperor's name. You could go ahead and take that to the bank. Come on. Aries knows what's up with TMS 120. Which one is TMS 126 though? Help me know which one that is. Which one is TMS 126? Venom Spawn in the house, in the cantina, I should say, says, I missed out on that Obi-Wan Mandalorian figure, so I guess I'm screwed unless I want to spend some big bucks. Look, yeah, I hate to say that. I think we're all screwed on that one, baby. It's going to go right where that Wonder Woman is, right where those Artisans are going to go. That Mandalorian one, yeah, we're screwed on it because it's limited. Venom Spawn to 2,000 pieces. And they're never going to come out with that version with that red Mandalorian one again. They'll probably use that head sculpt maybe a few more times, or a bunch of more times, I should say, on other stuff, or maybe even other Mandalorian outfits, or a director's thought line. I thought about this. Put this out. Make it a figure. But yeah, Obi-Wan, hello there, baby. Fill up table 3. It's
General Kenobi. You are a bold one.
Oh, man. We need an Artisan Obi-Wan. We need an Artisan Obi-Wan, especially for what's
General Kenobi. You are a bold one.
Can't wait to get that Artisan Anakin. Dark side Anakin.
You underestimate my power!
But honestly, the thing I'm missing the most is I don't have enough of this guy. As I fill up table Mick freaking 5. Smashy that likey. Smacky that subby if it's the first time you're watching the Aries Tarrington show here on a Tuesday night. Ask Aries anything. We're going over the Waitlist breaking news. Ask me anything about the Waitlist. We're going over the breaking secondary market news. And, of course, we are going over some ancient action figure theory on some of the figures we are going to get in the future, like this Artisan from Star Wars coming soon to a pre-order, a queue near you.
Blow that piece of junk out of the sky! Bull.
Let's do it again.
Blow that piece of junk out of the sky! Bull.
Yeah. Come on. Come on. Let's continue to go to some of the comments. Remember, ask me anything, but let us TMX 126 equals the Obi-Wan figure. No, absolutely. I know what I'm talking about. Chrome me baby one more time. Come on. Come on. All right, look, let's break some more of this down with some of the breaking news. So I told you about the Spider-Man. I told you about the Jack Sparrow. And here's another one. This just came out, I think, New Year's Eve, the day right before. The collector edition's gone. Waitlisted. This Ben Affleck Batman is gone. This 2.0 with the head sculpt, which is better than that Justice League one that they have out over there. Was that the MMS 456, whatever it is, 55, or a couple versions. Anyway, deluxe and regular. This is sick, but it's gone. Look, and how long before the deluxe version goes? Not very long, ladies and gentlemen. Not very long. So that's another one that's on the wait list. And here's some other breaking news. This is breaking news, though. Both dewbacks are gone. Dewback Deluxe, no longer low stock, waitlisted. Dewback Regular, waitlisted from the original trilogy. Completely gone, ladies and gentlemen. No more Dewback Regular. No more Dewback Deluxe. If you want to get the one with the Trooper, or just the Trooper, again, showing you from earlier before what's happening with some of these troopers. Enoch is gone. Lane was looking for the Night Trooper. Had to break the news to him. That's gone. All these troopers are going. So that is some news there. You got your John Wick that has hit the wait list. Yeah, a lot of people don't know about that. You could still get the collector edition, but John Wick is gone. You can get the collector one right here, but very, very quickly, that's going to be getting out of here too. And not new news on this, but a yellow alert or a red alert on Indiana Jones. We've known that the collector edition has been on waitlist. And I do believe any minute, if you want Indiana Jones and you want this latest version, older version of Harrison Ford, I wouldn't sleep on this, baby. Is it possible that the deluxe version is about to hit the wait list? And I say yes. So don't wait too long on that. And don't be cocky.
Oh, yeah? Watch this.
All right, let's fill you all up on table 2, baby.
Coffee regular. Love it.
You know that's breast milk.
Smacky that likey, smacky that subby. Welcome to the Aries Charrington Show on the 6 scale cantina. Come on. And if you're cold, it's summer. Come on. How can it be cold?
Oh, really? You're cold?
We'll go ahead and get that Chewbacca. We absolutely will. We'll be getting that Chewbacca. All right, let's pull this up. How many of you want or going to try to get this Wolverine? Or did this go up? 1,500. And I will admit, I'm a little surprised. With this being entry grade, with this being the budget line, it's a budget line. It's an entry grade. It's a budget line. It's an entry grade that they have an exclusive, limited to 1,500 pieces. A little surprised by that, but it goes to show you, as far as pure numbers and accounting and business, more and more announcements, but less production of those announcements. And they're doing that with everything, even with this Hano line. And gosh, this is kind of surprising. It's an entry grade. It's a 1/6 scale. They keep pointing that out. High quality, highly articulated, quarter 3, limited to 1,500 worldwide. But ladies and gentlemen, even though this is entry grade, you may be paying, professional grade money. Professional grade money for an entry grade piece. Shoot, they should have limited this to 300 pieces. That way it could be entry grade for $2,000 McDollars. What the heck is this? Oh, gosh. I don't know what to make of this one, except that it falls within my line of thinking of more and more production, but less, more and more announcements. But how many freaking, how many announcements did we get already this year? Oh my goodness. I feel like I can't even sleep. It's another announcement, an announcement, an announcement. It's limited to one piece. And this was in the hand of JC Hong. He put it in his refrigerator, took it out, limited to one piece. Wow. Wow. I'm sorry. This is just funny because it's entry level. But hey, that's what they're going to do. So look, if you're looking to get into the entry grade line, this is a clear sign now. Is it possible that as an entry grade collector, that you need to prepare to save somebody up or get in the queue system for some exclusives, if you want some exclusives and rare ones in your collection? And I say, yeah, you got it now. You got it now because they just showed you that they're going to do it. So this entry grade is going to get expensive on you, especially if, more than 1,500 collectors want this, and you're seeing what's going on with that Warner Brothers 100 Wonder Woman. So that Warner Brothers 100 Wonder Woman with wool-rated hair is going to tell you exactly how those other artisans are going to go. You've got the trend. You've got the first blueprint right there. Okay? And if you're wondering, just when it comes to characters that are very popular, like Obi-Wan Kenobi, Ewan McGregor, and like Wolverine, okay? When it's limited to 1,500 or 2,000 pieces, you're seeing exactly how it's going to go. So you do need to prepare yourself, even with this Hano line for this type of thing. That's on here for sure. So it's absolutely crazy. Zach's in the house. What's going on? Zach says, I dipped out on Hano, canceled my pre-Os, and probably says, hey, Aries, did you just say Mick Wolverine? Well, come on, dude. You have to wonder, is this what they call you?
They call him the Wizard.
Come on. Something crazy about doing these shows. Zach said 160 plus tax. I just heard it's going to be 180. Yeah, well, it's probably going to be 880 because it's exclusive. Come on. I'm glad I pre-ordered Batfleck. Charlie says I'm at 44. And Mike's in the house. Hey, Mike, what's going on? What's up, Aries? First time, long time. Good to have you in here, buddy. Going to be greedy and ask 2 questions. That's okay. Go ahead and do it, man. Do you think we'll get an update on that Supergirl sculpt? And you feel like the use of red chrome colors cheapens the Mark 5? Ooh, really, really good questions that get me very hungry, baby.
You're delicious.
Ciao, boys.
Yes, and very, 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 very delicious questions indeed. I don't think they're going to update the Supergirl sculpt. The fact like it's going to be, where they're going to say revised head sculpt or like what they did with the Tony Stank. I do think when it comes out, they're going to let the reviews, like what you're going to see from Reagan with MRC Collection Ventress. Shout out to Reagan. Great guy. Has great content. Always look for his stuff when these new things get released. And it's going to be up to the bloggers. And I think that it's going to directly show that Sasha Calle, that her likeness, that they actually improved greatly from that prototype. And I think that figure is going to be an absolute craze, just like the Obi-Wan Kenobi from the Obi-Wan series. If they improve both of those head sculpts, and Hot Toys winds up knocking those out of the park, I think it's going to be absolutely insane what those figures are going to go for in the secondary market. Because to be, quite honest with you, Mike, I don't think they're going to come out with a Sasha Cali version of that Supergirl anytime again soon. As far as Iron Man, this is the Mark III. You're asking me about the white Mark V. No, I don't think so, because there's so many versions of Iron Man right now. And if they want to go ahead and chrome some stuff up to make it, really special or different, that's what they have to do, I think. Obviously there's Iron Man fans that are going to collect every version of Iron Man. I can relate to those fans because I'll collect every version of Luke. I will sit there and collect every single version of Luke that I can go ahead and get my hands on. But no, I don't think it cheapens it. And like with this one right here specifically, when you talk about 3,000 pieces, oh God. I mean, someone asked me before, I think it was you, Lane, it's going to go over, $600 for sure. Here it is, guys. Fives for $275. How many banners did I put this on? How many times have we talked about fives? And here it is. Chalk another one up to the Hot Toys Wizard. Hot Toys Wizard doesn't nearly get enough credit, but maybe this Ancient Action Figure Theorist, the Dark Jedi, Captain Krunch, Reverend Possible, Dr. Wonder, maybe my clone army can get credit for this.
They call him the Wizard.
This is sweet. I mean, this is absolutely sweet. And there he is, the pop culture living room. My man Costa. And I mentioned, get your Costa cases before. And here he is in here in the flesh. What is going on, buddy? Always a great guy. Always good to have pop culture living room in the house. One of my good friends. If we were actually in the same town, we'd probably be walking together in a freaking, Walmart or bowling alley doing this.
Okay, stay calm. I am calm. I'm talking to myself.
Always good to have you in here, Pop Culture. Make sure you guys all subscribe to the Pop Culture Living Room. He's got some good stuff going on in there, articulation shows and Madri, all this good stuff, and always good to see him in here for sure. What's going on, buddy? And hell yes, we would. Absolutely. Great video, Aries. Come on. Thank you, Valkyrie. Good to have you in here, my friend. Hey, Patrick, what's going down, baby? Good to have you in here as well. Patrick, a Cantina Insider. Come on. Zach asks, don't get why they didn't limit this to like 7,500 or at least 5,000. Look, yeah, it's a good question with a lot of these, honestly. It really is. But, looking at this fives, we've talked about this for a while. This stuff is a no-brainer. I mean, we've got fives now, $275. This looks absolutely amazing. And this is going to hurt the previously released Sideshow version of fives. It does seem like, from what I was looking through on this, that this will be a superior version. Although, I will say that Sideshow version of fives, from what I've seen in videos and stuff, pretty cool. But, this does have separate rolling eyeballs. And it's a hot toy. And it's Tamora Morrison. And it looks just like him. And it's going to be the most coveted one And it's 5s. And it's freaking sick. And yeah, this is going to go great with the Rex and the Cody, and so many, the Jesse. Obviously, you could put them all with the Bad Batch, if you wanted to as well. And now we got another version of Echo. You got the ARC Trooper Echo coming up here. And I'm going to tell you what you're going to get this year. Is it possible that we are about to soon be getting a Clone Commander? Woo! And I say,
They call him the Wizard.
Yeah, you're about to get the Clone Commander Wolf as well. Someone asked me earlier about Ventress, and I say yes, and I say Opress, and I say yes, and getting a Vader from Clone Wars, yes. Getting a Grievous. I mean, Grievous is in there, right? Yeah, I mean, getting Yoda out on this, yes. Getting Dooku out, on this, yes. Gosh, I mean, they could kill this Clone Wars line. Just seeing what's going on. I mean, absolutely destroy. And look, here's the other bits of breaking news as well. As we went over all this waitlist stuff, and a lot of you wonder about what's going on with some of these figures. Is it a fad? And just on today, and just a little bit ago, with his outstanding seller 126 feedback, and wait for it. Oh, 100% positive. Sold. Just throw your TMS 087 up on eBay, and you're guaranteed to get 875 McDollars. Pause. I got to suck down the constellations to give you more knowledge so I don't lose my damn mind. $875. Suck that down, baby. Wow. Crosshair and the Artisan Wonder Woman are neck and neck. Honestly, the Wonder Woman a little bit ahead from what I'm seeing, but goodness gracious. $875. And when you add the $25 in shipping, this is actually $900. So if they, which they will, and I'm going to say, if Sideshow, if they waitlist quickly, that 5s or that ARC Trooper Echo, anytime while it's on pre-order, and you can bet that they will, and before the end of this year, and you can bet that they will, is a possible, like this, like the Wrecker, which this starting to creep up on, that this could happen to those as well. And I say, yeah. Yeah. Wow. Isn't this absolutely insane what we're looking at here? And I'm sorry, I could blow it up just a little bit so you could see it. But gosh darn almighty. Yep, $950 plus. Charlie says, how about a son, father, and daughter 1-6-figure set? I would say yes for me personally. But Hot Toys, oh sure, why not? What are we going to do when we get that Artisan Han? And Artisan Chewbacca 2-pack set, which I'm trying to wonder what that's going to go for. But I mean, that's going to be a high-priced Artisan. Let's see, 400 usually. Give you a Han, give you a Chewbacca 2-pack. Giant packaging. Gosh, probably keep the Chewbacca all-in-one. Don't necessarily got to put that in a mason jar. I don't think so anyway. Maybe they do. About $800-900, baby. I mean, that's what the old 2-pack goes for in a secondary market. Sells all day. So certainly if you're going to give me an Artisan hot and chewy, I think they could sell that for the same price as well. And what you're going to do as we start getting into some of the juicy stuff now, when Bo-Katan runs wild on you. Look, they already teased this. So, look, they already got the head sculpt. So if you don't think they're going to limit this to 1,500 or, you know, like that Gal Gadot Wonder Woman or 2,000 or 2,500 pieces, you're out of your mind. This is coming so fast. And this year, they're trying to move those Bo-Katans from The Mandalorian Season 2. But this is absolutely going to be coming from, you know, The Mandalorian Season 3. And they could just sell this stuff all day. And they could give you a sculpted version of this. You know, and it'll be so many. We'll see how good it does. You got the other Bo-Katan out there. But to be quite honest with everybody in the chat and watching the show, they're doing this with Loki. They're doing this with Loki all day. There's stuff up on pre-order. There's all kinds of stuff in stock. It doesn't matter. Come out with a God Loki. They come out with so many Lokis. It's almost as much many Iron Mans and Christian Bale Batmans. And they're doing it with the Scarlet Witch. You know, they came out with that, but he still had another Scarlet Witch on pre-order. And you got a couple that are in stock. And you got all these Scarlet Witches that are up there on Sideshow still. So many in the secondary market. Of course they can do it with this. And they're already telling you through the trends and their actions that this is coming. Furthermore, they already showed this. So, yeah, it is one of your Star Wars artisans. And I do, you know, for some of you are going to get upset, but this will probably come before the Leia. Yeah. I mean, it will. I think they got this one ready. It's right here. I think they got it ready to come. Don't worry, you're going to get your Leia. They're probably both going to come this year. But this is 1,000% coming. It's right on here. It's so easy money. Gosh. I mean, they put this out. It's still Bo-Katan. It's still a Clone Wars figure all day long, even though it's in The Mandalorian. And I'm telling you right now, Artisan Bo-Katan, get ready in the Q system. This will become an ancient action figure. We're talking about it now. And then next year, it'll be a memory. We'll be saying, remember Aries, and you were telling us about the Artisan Bo-Katan. I'll be like, oh, yeah, that's passe. That's an ancient action figure, you know, going for $10,000 in the secondary market. Come on. And the Valkyrie. The Valkyrie has become a new member. Oh, baby. Listen, it is so good to have you aboard. Good. Thank you so much. And you make me spill my damn coffee. All right, Valkyrie. Appreciate the support. Absolutely do. Absolutely do. Does Aries Army build clothes or neither? I Army build Luke's. And Artisans. Luke's and Artisans. And speaking of Luke, this is what you've been waiting for. And come on. Look. I don't got to say anymore. I Army build Luke's. Look, we talked about Loki. We talked about Iron Man. We talk about Spider-Man. We talk about Christian Bale Batman. How many Christian Bale freaking Batmans are we getting? How many Iron Mans are we getting? How many Lokis are we getting? How many Scarlet Witches are we getting? How many Spider-Mans are we getting? Is it possible We got the Dark Empire Luke. That's very, very niche and very special. Hardly no one's going to cancel their pre-order on that. He has his dad's outfit on. It's like a Darth Vader suit. It's unique. It's an artisan. It's limited. And then if they come out with a Mandalorian Luke, slightly different, obviously the different hair, with a Mick Grogu, with a Mickey Mouse right there, limited to 2,000 or 3,000 pieces. This will go so fast in the queue because it's so small. And sure, they'll offer some up, sculpted. And it'll go up the list a little bit and go way, way down, just like that Dark Empire Luke went way, way down bestseller-wise. They don't care. They know how many they're going to make. They'll make a couple thousand extra on that. They'll easily sell this. But listen, baby, I need you to buckle up for Luke. I collect Luke's. Luke from The Mandalorian with Grogu, whether it's exactly like this or if it's reminiscent of Grogu riding Luke's back, which was very, very, very powerful. Very, very, very powerful callback. And, to The Empire Strikes Back when Yoda was, training Luke riding his back, this coming full circle of Grogu riding Luke's back and Luke training Grogu. This would be absolutely special. And certainly when you're talking about limited runs, this makes absolute gigantic, big, big sense. But listen, because they're coming out with more and more announcements, but less production of these announcements. Look, I was following the trends for so long, and you've been seeing it unfold before your very eyes. So figures like this make absolute sense. Come on. And then Mike says, Aries, don't do this to me. If that rooted Bo-Katan comes, it's coming, baby. It's coming, Mike. I'll have to bury my wallet. Look. I'm surprised we don't have an Artisan this week. But is it possible we're going to get another Artisan announced before the end of July? Maybe a couple? And I say yes.
They call him the Wizard.
Cheers to you, baby. Smashy that likey. Smacky that subby. Holy crap. It's been 2 hours over here. And this has been just crazy, crazy fun. And going to some of these comments over here. Hey, look, the Combat Evolve. My man is in the house. Combat, what is going on? Good to have you in here, my friend. Been a supporter of me ever since I started Thick Scale Cantina. It's always good to have you in here. For sure, baby.
This is an emergency. Interruption. This is an emergency. Interruption. This is an emergency. Interruption.
This is Captain Krunch, collectors, and I am once again spending all my money to become the greatest collector in this community. So make sure you hit that like button, make sure you subscribe, because what you gonna do?
What you gonna do? What you gonna do when I take all of these dollars and smash it all over? Yeah!
Bo-Katan's coming. Luke. Another Artisan Luke is coming. Artisan Han is coming. Artisan Chewbacca for sure is coming. That Bo-Katan may be the next Star Wars one you're going to get. Look out for Thor. Chris Hemsworth. Look out for Jason Momoa. that Aquaman one to be coming really, really, really quick with the 85 years of Marvel. Definitely look for the Thor. Definitely look for the Black Widow. And look for Captain Marvel. Going to be coming. There may be a reason you didn't get some of that movies one yet. But again, when you talk about 1,500 pieces and you talk about very, very limited runs, all of this stuff is open on the door, baby. Come on. OG fan says like, share, subscribe, 6 scale, Cantina. Come on. All right, listen, baby. I've been running this show all by myself. And I think I'm going to be doing this on Tuesdays quite a bit. How many of you liked? Let me know in the chat. How many of you liked that I came on live? And I think I want to keep doing this as often as possible. So stay tuned for my next video with all this, because I think I'm going to come on again next Tuesday. And how do you know all this stuff? I'm so glad he asked this question. You know why? Dude, Eric, do you know why I know all this damn stuff?
They call him the Wizard.
Oh, boy, I freaking love it. I don't always suck down constellations. See them? And drink up the alignment of the stars. But when I do, I do it right here at the 6 scale Cantina. Stay thirsty, my friends.
All right. But this is the last time.